Within my industry, the Royal Gold Medal is one of the highest awards that you can achieve in your career, and it's never been won by a Black African. So it is deeply humbling, and just for me, so important that this glass ceiling has been shattered. My father was part of that sort of generation of traveling diplomats that were experiencing different places. And so I got a very quick sort of baptism into really experiencing what the world was like from a very early age. Actually, the more I traveled around the world, the more it made me more interested in my own heritage and history, because I realized that it wasn't as celebrated as it should be as all the other things in the world. To build such an important cultural institution, the National Museum of African American History and Culture, I think to date it is the most powerful work that I've done that really speaks to making visible all those who contributed to this country called America that were invisible and right there in the background, and to kind of allow their stories to be celebrated and to honor the complex idea of what America is a huge thing, because in a way we're talking about the diaspora of Africa who went to America and the diaspora of Africa who built, literally physically built America. And that's what architecture is most powerful for. It's powerful for inspiring beyond the everyday. When you see a great piece of architecture, it moves you, and you feel like you're part of something called civilization. So the Thabo Mbeki Presidential Library is a wonderful project by the second president of South Africa to really establish first his incredible resource and library for the nation as a place of learning and a place of reflecting, not just on his life, which I think is a very important life to reflect on, but also on understanding the beginnings of South Africa being an independent nation away from the shackles of its colonial construction as well. So most people, whenever they look at African architecture, they look at the hut, and they say, it's like a hut, and that's what Africa. But actually the technology, the system that really is something that we should learn from is this idea of the storo, the thing that allows communities in remote areas to be able to survive in the wild or in very remote parts of the country. And that technology I wanted to celebrate, because for me that is a metaphor of what Thabo Mbeki, the president, Thabo Mbeki, is trying to do. So we're learning from the idea of grain silos and speaking about grain silos as a device to understand knowledge storage and knowledge harvesting, knowledge planting, and knowledge hopefully bearing fruit for future generations. Think of it like that.